Trying to decide whether to grab the 2025 Toyota RAV4 now or wait for the completely redesigned 2026 model? You're not the only one. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know before spending a single dollar. The 2026 RAV4 isn't just a minor update, it's a full redesign. New exterior, new interior, updated tech, revamped powertrains, advanced safety features. Everything's been upgraded. In this video, I'll walk you through the biggest differences between the 2025 RAV4 and the all-new 2026 model. By the end, you'll know exactly which one makes the most sense for you. The first big separation between the 2025 and 2026 RAV4 begins with how Toyota has reshaped the lineup. The 2026 model marks the start of the 6th generation, and instead of the long-running trims we're used to, Toyota now groups everything into 3 clear styles: Core, Sport, and Rugged. Each brings its own identity, and for the first time ever, a high-performance GR version joins the RAV4 family, something the model has never had before. When you put both generations side by side, the size difference becomes obvious. The 2026 RAV4 grows slightly in almost every direction. Core and Sport models now measure around 4,595 mm in length, and the new Woodland Edition stretches even farther at about 4,620 mm. Compared to the smaller 2025 Woodland Edition, the new design immediately feels larger and more substantial. The width also increases for 2026, especially on the Sport and Woodland grades, giving the SUV a wider stance and a more open cabin. Height gets a small bump too, with the 2026 Woodland Edition sitting noticeably taller and more confident than the current model. Toyota also pushes the Woodland Edition further into true off-road territory. It now carries a raised ride height, chunkier all-terrain tires, and a split front grille design that sets it apart from the Core and Sport versions. The whole vehicle feels more rugged, more modern, and more focused on capability than the outgoing generation. So if you're looking for an SUV with more road presence, a bigger overall footprint, and a refreshed design language, the 2026 RAV4 clearly moves things forward. But if you prefer something slightly smaller and more traditional, the 2025 model still fits that mold perfectly. Stepping from the 2025 RAV4 into the fully redesigned 2026 model, the jump in technology is immediately noticeable. Toyota introduces an all-new software platform called Arene, marking its first appearance in a RAV4. The system features a modern multimedia interface with customizable widgets, faster performance, and smoother navigation. Even small touches like a dedicated home button that stays visible while using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto make the experience feel far more intuitive than the 2025 model. Safety also takes a big step forward. The 2025 relies on Toyota Safety Sense 2.5, which is proven and reliable, but the 2026 upgrades to Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 with improved sensors, better detection accuracy, and stronger real-world performance. Everything from pedestrian awareness to lane tracking gets a meaningful boost, all integrated with the new Arene software. Arene also opens the door to over-the-air updates, something Toyota hasn't fully embraced before. Future features, refinements, and enhancements could be delivered without a dealership visit, making the 2026 model feel much more future-proof. Now let's get into one of the biggest differences between the 2025 and 2026 RAV4, the powertrains. This is where Toyota made its boldest move. The 2025 model still gives you choices: gas-only, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid. But the 2026 lineup is fully electrified. There is no traditional gasoline-only RAV4 anymore, which means the 2025 model is your final chance if you prefer a simple, non-electrified engine. If you're open to hybrid tech, the 2026 RAV4 brings a clear performance jump. The 2025 hybrid tops out at 219 horsepower, which is already solid for daily driving. The 2026 model, with its new 5th-generation hybrid system, boosts output to 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive, or about 226 horsepower in front-wheel drive markets. The result is better acceleration, smoother power delivery, and a more refined feel on the road. The plug-in hybrid is where the real transformation happens. The 2025 RAV4 Prime is already a powerhouse at roughly 302 horsepower, but the new 6th-generation system pushes the 2026 model to 320 horsepower. It becomes the fastest RAV4 ever built and the most powerful electrified Toyota SUV in its class, offering quicker response and noticeably stronger performance. Electric-only driving improves as well. The current plug-in hybrid already travels a respectable distance on battery power, but the 2026 version increases pure EV range to about 80 kilometers, allowing most daily commutes to be handled without gasoline if you charge regularly. Fuel economy moves in the right direction too. The 2025 non-hybrid averages around 8 liters per 100 kilometers combined, while the 2025 plug-in hybrid comes in around 6. Toyota expects the 2026 plug-in hybrid to land near 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers combined, a meaningful improvement considering the new model is larger, more advanced, and more heavily equipped. Overall, Toyota redesigned the 2026 RAV4 with efficiency and performance at the center. Even with the same wheelbase, it feels more modern, more capable, and more responsive without taking a noticeable hit in real-world fuel use. Even though Toyota kept the exact same wheelbase between the 2025 and 2026 RAV4, the inside of the new model feels noticeably different. The interior has been completely rethought. The extra width and slightly taller structure give the 2026 RAV4 a roomier, more open cabin than the current generation. Toyota didn't just stretch the measurements, they redesigned the entire layout to make better use of the space. When you sit in the 2026 model, the cabin feels more modern, more spacious, and more upscale compared to the 2025 version, which still uses a layout that has been around for years. Pricing is where many shoppers will pause and think hard about whether they should buy now or wait. While final numbers aren't released in every market yet, early pricing from the US and Australia gives us a very clear idea of what to expect. In most trims, the price only increases by a few $100s, which is surprisingly reasonable for such a big redesign. Models like the Woodland Edition and the Limited carry larger increases, sometimes close to $3,000, but those trims also receive the biggest upgrades in terms of tech, capability, and premium features. The bottom line is that a price increase is definitely coming, but it isn't nearly as dramatic as many people were expecting, and that brings the whole decision into focus. If you need a vehicle as soon as possible, the current generation RAV4 has a very small window left. Inventory is shrinking fast, and once production shifts fully to the 2026 model, the 2025 RAV4 will be gone for good. If timing is your biggest concern, buying now might be your only option. On the other hand, if you don't need a vehicle immediately and you value the added technology, improved safety, better performance, and more electrified options, then waiting for the 2026 RAV4 makes a lot of sense. The new model brings major upgrades in almost every category, and it's designed to stay relevant for years to come thanks to its new software foundation and over-the-air update potential. So it really comes down to what matters most to you. If you prefer a traditional gas engine, or you want something proven, familiar, and available today, the 2025 RAV4 is the one to go for before they disappear. But if you want the newest tech, the strongest performance, a more spacious cabin, and the long-term advantages of Toyota's next-generation hybrid systems, then waiting for the 2026 RAV4 will absolutely be worth it. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more.